Today we're going to the Chickamauga Battlefield. This is the entrance. Last time, that's Chris up there. Wave, Chris. Last time I was here, it might even be 20 years ago. So it'll be interesting. In the Chattanooga metropolitan area, it would take a month to see all the tourist attractions around Chattanooga. But any Civil War buff will love to see this place. This would be a great place.
The federal government is on strike, so it's closed.
Oh, you're kidding.
No.
We weren't able to get in the building because of the government shutdown. But there's a walking tour or a driving tour you can take to see all the different monuments. So we're going to do that. This is Kentucky. We'll get a little closer to find the word Kentucky on it. These are amazing. Just to look at them. Let me zero in on Kentucky here. This one's Kentucky. Just a monument to the fallen. We just did the Kentucky one. This one's Wisconsin. Let me back way up so I can get a whole picture of it. Now there's monuments everywhere. We can't see them all. This is a huge place to be. But I did want to come out here and just get a few of them, because if you're ever driving through this part of the world, you would love to spend a day just looking at this history. I'm going to go to this next one. It'll stretch on way down there. I'm not going to walk way down in there because there's so many that I'm just going to give you a little taste of what this is. I guess just to whet your appetite to see what Chickamauga Battlefield has to offer. Now we're on Battle Line Road, and I'm assuming that tells us something. You can dial this number, press 2 to get information on the park. It's Park Ranger Audio Tour. By dialing that number I've got in the video, they give you more details on the different maneuvering of the two different armies. Really some interesting stuff. Just dial that number and then hit stop 1, and you get done listening to that, hit stop 2 and go on like that. But right here, I'm just going to show just some of the different monuments without going up close enough to read them. But we passed a bunch of Wisconsin monuments, and right now we're in 2 or 3 Ohio monuments. I'm from Minnesota, and so I would love to keep looking until I find one that says Minnesota. But it's pretty interesting anyway, just seeing them all. And even when you come here, there's just a sense of, I don't even know, of like quietness, just a reverence, I guess, more than anything. Just looking at this place. I've never been to Gettysburg yet, and I have a feeling when I visit Gettysburg, I'll have the same sense of, I don't know, just of quietness, I guess is the best word for me. Here is Indiana. I'm glad I'm here, not in the middle of tourist season where there's nobody around me, because it's just cool to be here by yourself. Can you just imagine these fields filled with two different armies. Just some more scenery on this route. Don't you love those fences? Look at way over there. I wonder if I can pull that in. I'm going to try it. I don't know if I can or not. Yeah, a little bit. When you think of Chickamauga Battlefield, this is what you usually think of. Now, back when I was younger, I guess 20 years ago, well, it was longer than that, in fact, because I'm 70, so it was way longer than 20 years ago, we would walk up and down the stairs all the way to the top of the tower. But there's a padlock on the door now, so I don't know if that's seasonal or if they don't allow access to go up there anymore. But this is what you used to think of when you think of this battlefield. This picture is in all the postcards and everything, the Wilder Tower. But it's up on a knoll here. There's a whole bunch of stuff around it. Well, when I say a bunch of stuff, you know what I'm talking about, the monuments around it. I'm going to walk up to it and see if it indicates what why it's closed. I think it's just seasonal, though, because walking up those stairs, I was hoping it was open, so I was going to walk up the stairs and see if I could talk all the way to the top. That would tell me what kind of shape I'm in, but I'm sure I would have got winded before I got to the top. But this is amazing out here. There's not a lot. There's two people walking up the hill right now to see. I mean, there's not a lot of tourists here. Once they leave, I'm going to walk up there and see if there's any signage on why it's locked up. It might be permanently locked up, but I don't think so. I think in the summertime it'll probably be open. It's probably just seasonal. But in the meantime, I remember we'd come out here, we brought the kids out here more than once just to ride bicycle. So we've been all around these trails over the years. But it has been a long time since I've been here. I don't know if, yeah, you can see the steps. See those stairs right there? I don't know how many there are, but it seemed like it was 1,000 when we climbed up it. But they circled around, and it definitely gave you some exercise. But they got a padlock on the door right now, so you can't get in there right now. But anybody that's interested in Civil War history, this place, this is like Gettysburg. You got to go there. You got to come here. I'm going to do another video once the federal government's not shut down up in Point Park. That's on the top of Lookout Mountain, the Battle of Chattanooga. And that'll be another video I'll make tied in with the Civil War. Now, that phone number that's in the video, you can dial it and actually, I think this is stop 6. So if you hit 6 on that number, you can listen to everything they've got here. But it tells detailed information about each area, each battle, in what part of the park the battle was in. These little blue signs are everywhere in case you don't have a phone and you can't listen to them. But all over the park, it's just a good walking tour. Yeah, I'd love to have had been inside the museum, but we'll, this was burned during the battle. See that? Site of Widow Glenn's house burned during the battle, September 20th, 1863. Wow. Yeah, you only see 2 cars, well, 3 cars, I guess, out here in the parking area. And this would be covered up, of course, during the vacation season. So this is the time to take your time and read some of the different signs that are out here. Let me get this close enough, maybe you can see a little bit of it. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, this is not even a bright, sunshiny day. We'll do another video of this in the summertime, and then the museum will be open. So we'll see, we'll get more details and see more things. Minnesota has a monument out here, but I could not find it. This is all I could find with the word Minnesota in it. So I had to at least get this in the video. I'm going to come back out here and do another video, probably 5 or 6 weeks up in the year, and start all over. And I got to find the Minnesota monument, just because I'm from Minnesota. Now, I left Minnesota in '66 and came to Chattanooga, so I'm probably more Chattanooga than Minnesota, but I'm still from Minnesota. If anybody knows where the Minnesota monument is, leave me a remark in the comments and tell me how to find the Minnesota monument. Once the museum is open, as I get inside and talk to them at the museum, I think they might have a map up there of each monument, and I can find it that way also. But anyway, you need to subscribe, and you need to hit the little bell for the notification. That's it. They're really not frightened. They're so used to cars and people that I think they're watching me a little bit, but they're not going to get scattered. Pretty cool. The car just went by, he didn't even bat an eye. Isn't that amazing? Now he's studying me, he's looking at me. Yeah, he's already senses I'm no threat, I think. This is so cool out here.